Everybody saw the goals, the celebrations, the records that kept updating year after year. Top scorer, Champions League nights, Ballon d'Or battles. A career built on numbers that seemed impossible to reach. From the outside, Cristiano Ronaldo looks like certainty, the perfect athlete, the relentless winner, the man who turned football into a personal mission. But certainty was never his beginning. He was born on a small island. Madeira, far from the stadiums that define history, far from the centers where talent is expected to rise. He didn't grow up surrounded by privilege. He grew up surrounded by limits. A modest home, a family doing everything possible to hold together, a father fighting his own battles, a mother carrying the weight of survival. Football wasn't a dream, it was a way forward. At 12 years old, he left home, left the island, left the comfort of what little he had. Lisbon felt like another world, bigger, colder, unforgiving. He cried at night, missed home, missed familiarity. But returning was never an option. Very early, Ronaldo understood something simple. Talent opens the door, but work keeps it open. At Sporting, he wasn't the strongest. He wasn't the most complete. He was just the one willing to do more repetitions, more hours, more sacrifice. When he arrived at Manchester United, the spotlight intensified. Young, talented, flashy, but raw. Stepovers without end product. Skill without efficiency, potential without structure. The world saw a showman. Sir Alex Ferguson saw a project. Discipline replaced instinct. Precision replaced excess. Ronaldo transformed. Not slowly, deliberately. Training became obsession. Diet became discipline. Recovery became ritual. He wasn't just improving, he was constructing himself. Season after season, he added something new. Strength, timing, finishing, leadership. By the time he reached Real Madrid, he was no longer only a player. He was a machine built for excellence. Goals came in waves, records fell constantly, pressure became routine, but with success came comparison. Lionel Messi. A rivalry that defined an era, two different styles, two different personalities. One constant question, who was greater? Messi represented natural genius. Ronaldo represented constructed greatness. And constructed greatness carries a different burden. Because when everything is built through effort, nothing can slip. Every decline feels like a threat. Every mistake feels avoidable. Ronaldo answered pressure with more work, more goals, more decisive moments. Champions League nights became his stage. Finals became familiar territory. He didn't just participate in history, he chased it. Then came change. Leaving Madrid, new leagues, new environments, new doubts. Juventus. A return to Manchester. A move to Saudi Arabia. Each transition came with questions. Was he declining? Was he chasing relevance? Was the era ending? But Ronaldo never built his identity on comfort. He built it on persistence, adapting his game, adapting his role, holding the same internal standards even when circumstances changed. Because for him, greatness was never about being the most loved. It was about being the most committed. Years passed, speed changed, explosiveness evolved, but ambition stayed intact. International football became the final emotional chapter. Portugal was no longer just his beginning. It became his responsibility. Euro 2016 delivered a historic victory. A nation lifted, a promise fulfilled. Yet even after that, he kept going. Not because he needed more trophies, but because stopping without giving everything felt impossible. Ronaldo's career was never a straight line of success. It was a constant act of reconstruction. From a boy leaving home too early to a man who refused to let time dictate his limits. Everybody saw the goals, the physique, the confidence. Few saw the repetitions, the loneliness of discipline, the pressure of maintaining an identity built on excellence. Cristiano Ronaldo did not become great by waiting for recognition. He became great by deciding, every single day, who he wanted to be. Again and again and again. Because greatness for him was never a moment. It was a choice repeated over a lifetime.